This is my video for the Longtail Pro software, the niche research software or keyword research software that Spencer Hawes created. Looking good actually. It's very simple to set up, very simple to use, which suits somebody like myself. I hate complicated software. In fact, what I tend to do is I'll just leave it lying on my desktop and probably never use it. I'll use it a few times and that's the end of it. But this, most definitely, I'll be using this on a regular basis. Yep, it looks good. Anyway, I'll shoot through the basics of it just to give you a bit of a rundown as to what's what. This is the main interface screen that you'll get. Then you add your seed keywords in here. I'll just add the name of the city where I currently live. As you can see, I've actually added it already. If I want to get rid of that, then I just click the little red box there. To add it, just click the add. You log into your Google AdWords account by clicking on that button. You can also log out of it when you're finished. This is where you select the match type, as you can see. Very self-explanatory. Generally we want to have exact selected because that's more accurate. Fetch additional data, which is optional. Normally these days I don't tend to go for exact match domains, but I would still do a search for it if it's as easy as it is here, because you just select a few boxes here and it'll show you any exact matches available, which is still interesting regardless of what sort of work you're doing. And then the bottom one is apply some filters. I just set the average local searches to 300 just for argument's sake, no particular reason. And then you can, if you want to make your search very fast, then you can select this one. Otherwise you'll get more keywords, that will lessen the amount of keywords here because it's only going to show the ones that have domains available, which currently I've selected at .com, .net and .org, since these are the ones that Google tends to confer some sort of brownie points on, for rankings, and they continue to do that to this day. Then we just click the generate keywords button. As you can see, I've actually done it already, and it took me, I'd say, about 25 seconds to get these 24 keywords. Self-explanatory really. There's the main keyword that it comes up with. Average cost per click. In this case it's the UK pound sterling because my account is in the UK. Local searches, global searches. Local would be to the US, I believe I selected previously. Global is self-explanatory. Advertiser competition. The smaller numbers is not what we're looking for, it's the larger numbers. I can't actually give you stats as to what that means, but generally speaking we want to be looking, I would think, around about 89 seems very good to me. 100 is the ideal. As I say, I can't exactly give you the perfect number as such. 76 looks good. But advertiser competition in this case is for AdSense, but it can also relate to other ways of monetizing your niche site, and it basically gives you an impression as to how competitive this particular keyword is, because it's profitable. At the end of the day, that must be a very profitable keyword, so that's why we've got a large amount of advertisers here. You can also then focus on an affiliate program, for example, in this case cheapest hotels. Hotels Combined, for example, their affiliate program, you can use that, or TripAdvisor or something like that. It doesn't have to be AdSense. And then over on the right hand column you have what's available as far as the exact matches are concerned, and you just scroll down here. Look, this is one that I saw, TiamanIsland.org. Local search to US, okay, it's pretty small, not that many people perhaps know about Tiaman Island, but it is one of the best diving spots in the world, not just in Malaysia but in the world. Hence there is a pretty decent amount of searches going on here. This is a stunningly beautiful place at Tiaman Island. that is a fantastic domain name to have. I'm tempted to have that myself. The advertiser competition is not that great, but there is money to be made there, and the fact is that even if you bought the domain name, I'm thinking you could probably sell it for a pretty decent profit without building the website, so I might snap that one up myself. You see how capable this software is, so quick to find out this information. There's another exact match domain, .org, for a global search of 33,000. Now, how often do you find them? Not often. Not often, I can tell you. Advertiser competition is pretty low, that's fair enough, but Asia Air, you just have to think about that for a moment. AirAsia is the company, and I would imagine that a lot of people are getting that mixed up and searching for Asia Air instead. So that is interesting, isn't it? So there you go, there's some very, very fascinating exact match domains available. Right, just to very briefly go through this. If you see a couple of ticks here, it means that it would generally mean that ranking might be slightly more difficult. I think what this really applies to, if you're not intent on doing much backlinking or no backlinking at all, if you're just looking for low backlinking, then this might affect you. It might be a bit more difficult to get past these particular URLs with the description and the keyword both ticked. It means that they've actually probably done their SEO reasonably well. So it might mean it's a little bit more difficult to get past them unless you're intent on doing a bit more backlinking. And the other information here is self-explanatory, really. I don't really need to go through that. And then you've got a rank checker as well. You can add in your website here. That's one of mine that I created, which has pretty much been a waste of time, even though it gets half decent search traffic. But people are very, very fickle about whether they want to book holidays or not, and they get in touch with you and they ask this and they ask that, and at the end of the day they don't book. And I don't know, strange. Anyway, so you add the URL that you're interested in here, and you add in the keyword that you want to find the ranking for that applies to your particular URL, and then you click the add, and then the results for Google, Yahoo and Bing come up here. And that's it really, that's it in a nutshell. There's not much more to be said. It's a great little tool, very, very fast. $97. I'm offering a rebate on that of $24. So I would say it's a real bargain. So snap it up.